tire zone.
I'm kind of starting my life over. Literally starting my whole life over. From scratch.
How do you, okay, no offense, but how do you start your life over at like 60?
I had to say goodbye to my dogs.
No, ma'am, I don't mind you listening. You're fine.
I had to walk away from everything I've worked so hard for in my life. But I had to do it for myself, for my own peace.
You're welcome.
As long as you're nice,
I know
you're allowed here. She's only like 42. Oops.
That I've endured.
My bad. Okay, well, either way, how are you going to start your entire life over at 40?
I was...
Maybe improve it, but start it over?
Or I was the problem.
That seems like a lot of work.
For me, I just have to, I just have to address a few things. And if you don't want to hear it, that's fine. If you don't want to watch me, you can block me, that's fine.
Right, I'm starting at 40 myself.
It's not a part of me walking away from my dogs. It's a part of the divorce agreement. So.
And I'm not judging, I'm just curious, because I'm 25, and I'm trying to restart my shit, and like...
Yes, I do have every
my
intention
ass.
to
So I can't imagine.
Money situation, right?
And Sky, she said it wasn't her apology to her. Quote unquote.
Unfortunately, right now with me,
he got custody of the dog,
starting a new job and everything else, but I do have intentions to make it right. So, I'm not a scammer. I'm not a fraudster. No, I didn't take it. I took some of those proceeds and I helped someone else during the holidays at that time.
But didn't she just say she gave some of it to Andrew?
But no, I did not take it for myself.
She's not private. She come up on my For You page.
I love it. I'm not a scammer. I'm not this. I'm not that. If you're not, you shouldn't have to.
So pretty much, let me get this right. Pretty much all the money
you are not
was supposed to win Andrew, right?
So,
I
would not say that it was.
So she took upon herself to help somebody else, right?
Yeah.
That's messed up.
I do have everything. I do have it on.
I'm not sure. I'm not in there. I'm outside.
My Cash App and my Venmo.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. I just knew she was on because Tuco was in there.
For my safety and things, I'm not going in there. That's all I'm going to say.
There was no ill intentions behind of it. It was honestly how everything had kind of played out. And I just will say that
She just
not my mods know what I'm talking about.
Once again, if you can't keep it respectful in the comments, I will just shut the comments off. I'm trying to let people come in here and listen.
But she don't. I mean, she's expecting not to get no heat, but she's going to get heat. I'm not sure. She may be.
It was 200 and I believe 235. So, that's not how it all went down, and I'm not really going to get into details. But there's a lot of things that played out, and a lot of things that got ugly. I'm not going to speak on I'm not going to speak on anyone else, right? I don't know personally if I need to him the 250 or the 235. I don't know your guys' thoughts on it. But I do know that I want to make it right with that. Or if I give him that and he keeps it or whatever. And I'm just asking because there's 177 people in here. Hey, honey. Hi, Moonbeam. Long time no speak, sweetie.
We need to hear it.
Right. So, you and a bunch of people collected money for Andrew. Correct. And you sent him some, but then decided to send some to... Correct, to help out for Christmas as well. Because there's... things kind of got ugly. And, between who? You and him, or you and the people who collected money? Just between Andrew and I, and like I said, but I do want to make it right. Well,
It's Dora's favorite person, Moonbeam.
probably maybe see if you hear from Andrew today, or see if you can contact Andrew today. And then I'm not going to do anything more other than me coming on my own live to go. I'm not going to go get in any boxes or whatever. But no, not boxes. But I mean, like, send him a message and see if when you're able to, if he could accept.
Moonbeam giving advice, y'all.
So the amount that was sent to the other person, see if he would accept that amount, and if he does, fine, and if he doesn't, then when you're able to, just split it up and refund evenly amongst everyone who donated,
right?
So,
and
it'll work out.
And like I said, I'm not wanting to. And the only reason why I'm talking about this is because it was brought out. And
yeah, I saw.
Irregardless, I mean, you guys are gonna.
Fuck.
I know, I'm scared.
Think what you want to think. I just know that I want to make it right.
Seriously. This is what I'm going to wake up to? Is this rope?
I want you to know I don't think any kind of way because
Of course you don't. Boom, 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 boom.
And Moon be giving
I'm
advice.
not making an excuse, but I know that things were
Boom, beam, boom, beam.
things were
Beam, boom.
you made a mistake. And also
Moon being understanding. She
It's
just
not
made
about
a mistake,
me being
y'all.
called out to make it right. Honestly, I don't know how to make it right.
How many times have we fucking heard this?
well, see if he'll unblock you on Cash App. Maybe send him a message and see if he'll
Moonbeam.
unblock you. And then
Moonbeam.
then
Sit
you
down
can
somewhere.
make it right immediately or when you're able to. And if he
Man,
doesn't
won't give
want
us somebody
that, or if he
advice.
doesn't
I
reply,
don't want it.
just when you're able to, take the amount that was sent to the other person
Fucking lied.
to refund,
Right.
send back to the donors, and see, so it'll work out either one way or the other.
But like I said,
Moonbeam's a lawyer.
send it to.
Didn't you get the donations on Cash App?
I don't know, so I don't know. I will speak to him about it.
Yeah, send him a message. I mean, it can't hurt to try. All you can do is try. And honey, I'm sorry you're losing your puppies in the divorce. I know they meant the world to you. And I know you miss them, darling. And maybe when you're able to,
Angel among us.
because I know our dogs. Now you know that they're in a good place, right? I know you miss them, but you know they're in a good place, and you know they're being taken care of, right? And that's important, right?
Beam, boom, beam, boom, boom.
For your mental health, when you're in a place where you are able to, of course, you can have another companion, right? Just keep reminding yourself that
I have
they're
no
being
clue.
taken care of and they're okay.
Purple Heart. I have no clue.
And now I don't know you personally or the ex personally.
Moonbeam's a counselor. She knows it all.
She's a therapist.
Would have agreed to that if they wouldn't have been okay. And divorce is hard, Shannon. I'm sorry you're going through it.
Internet.
Divorce is
Right.
like, it can mess with your mind a whole lot. It can mess you up for a while. But I don't think you've done anything
I wonder how that worked out.
in your situation that cannot be made right. And you're coming on here today to say that one way or the other. So it'll all come out in the wash, baby.
It'll come all out in the wash, baby.
I haven't heard that since I was a little fucking girl.
As you're going through all this, because that's really important, Shannon. Take care of yourself.
As shit is.
Okay.
I always had a lot of people.
Something that I haven't done, and
they're all coming back.
Baby, you gotta take care of yourself, and you need to look out for yourself, and that's it's not
Moonbeam,
a
get down.
selfish
Get
thing
down,
to
Moonbeam.
do. If you know that you're struggling mentally or whatever, then, just take a step back and take care of yourself. And I know that you've come on here today to talk about
Struggling about
so like the two options you've got are messaging, and if you
struggling
agree,
about.
that's fine. If he doesn't, then you'll take that same amount, split it up between all the people, and send them a refund. So it'll come out in the wash. It'll be okay.
You can't wash money.
You will tell Moonbeam to get out of there. For him, and that's why
Turn up in the wash. Nope. Washer eats socks.
I think it's fair for me. And like I said, if whether or not he wants to keep it or do whatever he wants to do with it, he'll have the receipt for it. I will say, that I am, I'm just trying to make it right.
Yeah, because you got called the fuck out.
Well, Shannon,
I'm not doing it because I want people to try to accept me or to forgive me. It's. I know I need to do it, and I need to do the right thing, right?
Honey, what you've done to so many people.
I'm sure everybody will be waiting to see which way it goes. Either Andrew will accept, or
forgive, right?
will, go get a few dollars back, and then you just carry on doing you. But you got to make sure that you take care of your mental health, Shannon, because you've had some blows going on, right? Things have kind of hit you upside the head, so to speak, and
But
honey, I worry that sometimes that you're not okay, and I just wish you would be okay, baby.
Thanks, Amber.
Moonbeam.
Yes, baby.
I was on the road yesterday.
I'm sorry, but I'm not. She's crying. But you know what? She fucked up.
We're 10.5 hours.
Big fucking time.
Oh, honey, you couldn't pay me to make a drive like that.
And, what she did to Megan alone. No.
With everything that's happened, right?
Hello, everyone.
Let's invite Megan in here.
It's so easy to want to run and hide, right? And just some people do a lot of things on this app, and they just run and they hide, or they just disappear and fall off, right?
Good morning.
Oh yeah. And then the whole time I was driving, I asked myself several times, what if I did disappear?
Oh, yeah.
I just...
Hey. So, I'm going to ask you, darling, do you have a therapist, or can you do virtual therapy? Because this is so difficult that what you're going through in real life, okay?
No, I've relocated, and there's a lot of things that I'm trying to figure out, you know what I mean? And it's and I will say that I ask that you either keep it respectfully in the comments, or I'm just going to block you, because I'm not going to deal with being... I understand if you're upset with me, but I'm not going to be attacked. I know that I've lost a lot of good people, in my life.
Well, honey,
I know that. I have had a lot of people walk away from me. I know that.
honey, please understand. People in the comments are maybe a little spicy for you, Shannon, but they're not being horrible, right? And maybe you could reach out, like Boogie says, reach out to them privately. Shannon, you know that if you need help, you know, you can get help. You know where to go and what to do for help. And if this is too much for you to be going through, you know, you can handle things privately. Oh, Andrew is here. Okay.
Hey, Dora, tell
There you go.
Boombean to go home.
Here. Listen, Shannon, I do not hate you, and I don't even dislike you. I see a young lady that's been going through a lot. A whole lot.
We all have.
Okay? So,
But it don't make her right for what she done.
hopefully you and Andrew can come to a solution and get things taken care of. Okay, baby? And you can always message me anytime you want, okay?
Thank you, Moonbeam. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Therapy is over.
Yeah. Moonbeam was being the therapist. No.
The chat does not give me enough characters. So wait, I'm obviously late, but let me get this straight. So the money that you took up for Andrew didn't fully go to Andrew, even though you called Andrew a scammer for months? I'm confused.
Who's that?
I never called Andrew a scammer.
You did. I have Shannon. I don't want to go back and forth with the. I have proof. I can show it. I'm not trying to argue. I'm just asking.
I'm not trying to argue either.
Is that Holly May?
Okay.
Boom.
I didn't come on this live. I didn't come on this live to
Get attacked because
to argue or fight.
No, you came on the app because they were showing receipts of how much was sent and shit like that, and it wasn't adding up, and you came on to clear your name.
It's not all about that.
Okay, but
and there's a lot of things, Holly, that me personally and respectfully, I am not going to talk about.
Oh, I'm not.
Sure.
I do want to have a conversation with Andrew.
Yeah, I'm not asking for your personal stuff, Shannon. I'm just asking you.
Go have a conversation with him.
That was me for Andrew, even though you called him a scammer for months. For months you came at him. For months you bashed his name. For months you spoke on him and how he was a scammer and a liar and all the things. I get you were going through shit. I get you're going through shit now. But that doesn't excuse any of the shit that you've done to people. Listen, I don't know you and Megan's relationship whatsoever, but I do know you guys were friends. I don't like you and I don't like Megan. But you and calling CPS, I'll never, ever think that that's okay. Ever. I don't care how much. I wouldn't like nobody calling CPS on you, Shannon. In real life, you would get trust me, you know what it would be in real life. Everybody knows what it would be in real life. Mess with somebody's kids, their children. You know what I'm saying? That ain't cool. Regardless what you're going through. They say hurt people. That's not fucking true. Hurt people don't hurt people because they know how it feels.
Yep.
Shitty people hurt people. So I came up here because the conversation is about Andrew and the money, and I'm just asking, as a concerned person from the outside lands, the money that you took up for Andrew, did you not give it all to him and called him a scammer? And I'm confused on that.
So, once again, I will address Holly May. I will.
I'm the only one in the box. I'd expect that.
I understand that. What I will say is this, is that,
Yeah, she voiced it. She said it.
the day that I found out
what?
that he had said somebody had called the facility pretending to be his parents.
Oh, shit.
It was you.
My mind was blown.
Oh, my God.
That when he was up in Petty's box.
What does all that have to do with the money? You're getting there? Okay.
I'm getting there. A lot of things weren't adding up. And I had a lot of questions. At first, I was like, how could somebody have tried contacting, all these things?
Still did it.
Call pretending to be his parents. I know that I was accused of calling his facility, asking if he was on hospice. That never happened. So my initial thoughts at that time were, could he have done that? Did he say that somebody did that? Was there a reason for it?
Right.
I don't know.
Was he bullshitting? Is where your mind went. Is he bullshitting? Okay. So then at that point, the money should have been sent back to whoever gave you money for him.
And you need to understand also, Holly May, at that time, I was also even just getting shit for raising the money because I was getting shit initially because I was raising the money. And then there were talks about me sending the money back. And then there was the miscommunication of whether or not he had the Cash App, all that stuff. And I didn't know what to do at that time. Like I said, Andrew and I, if I could go back and I could have changed it and I could have done it differently, I would have.
Can we be honest about one thing, though, for real, Shannon? Andrew knew nothing. You bashed and dragged his name. Everybody that he went to that were quote-unquote new groups, whether it be Petty's Live, My Live, Smash's Live, everybody's live, you would go and troll and talk about him. You would go live and bitch about him. You would go live and belittle him and act like he was less than a human because you didn't like him.
It wasn't that. It was...
no, but you did that, though. I get you. Yes.
Out of anger, out of frustration, I thought maybe I got bamboozled.
So if you got bamboozled, why not send everybody their money back right then and there? Because if you got bamboozled, that means they got bamboozled. Do you get what I'm saying?
Right. But you also, like I said, Holly May, I was even getting shit for wanting to do something. This is before anybody got to know Andrew.
Right. So then I would have gave the money back because I don't want no parts in it. I'm not going to keep getting all this. Like, here's your money back. Everybody who donated, there you go.
Exactly.
There's the coulda, shoulda, woulda. And I'm not going to go and keep hashing and hashing. I'm trying to make it right.
Can I ask how much you got in total?
I want to do what's right. It was I believe it was
See, she
$740.
keeps ignoring some of the Holly Mays.
Okay, so are you going to pay him the $740 right now, or are you going to refund everything?
No, I gave him
So she's trying to
the
tell what she wants to hear.
$385, I believe. I think it's $385, $386.
Well, can you pause this live and make sure how much it is, so that way you know how much you got to pay him right now?
I have, I got to go back on, like I said, my Venmo, my Cash App. So I want to know with Andrew, and I want everyone else's input on it.
I'm giving you mine. Pay him back right now.
Right. So
Yeah, Poppy. She has so many different accounts, so.
We're
Right.
telling you he wants it. The people that
Either
donated
private
are
or
in the
she just
comments
makes
that
up another
want to go to
account.
him.
okay, Holly Mae, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, well, pause your live real quick and send it over to him.
Okay.
For that, yep, right there.
Oh,
Oh,
Good.
Moonbeam.
come back.
Just Moonbeam like 2.0 or something. Moon Beagle. Good morning, everyone.
No, she's not private.
This is what I,
Good morning.
once again, I'm going to be completely transparent with everything. I do know that I'm going to have to, like I said, it's the I think it's around about 250-ish. I don't know.
Shannon, do you understand? I mean, I know you understand. You got bills to pay.
I want him to send him the money back, Holly Mae, but I'm in a really hard place right now.
Oh, I get it. I was just going to say that. I get it.
I'm trying to do the right thing.
Right, and listen to me.
So
Listen.
everybody
Just
needs
calm down.
to stop.
Just calm down. Don't pay attention to the comments for a second. Just calm down. Listen. Everybody is struggling. We are literally, I don't care how good you live. I don't care if you live in a mansion or a cardboard box. We are all of one unexpected bill away from being homeless or worse off than our fucking enemy. All of us. So how do you think those people feel
Amen.
that gave out of their pocket, even though the only thing that's left in their pocket is lint? They felt in their heart to donate to Andrew through you. You don't think they were struggling? You don't think people are still trying to pick themselves up from the money that they gave you, thinking that it was going to Andrew? Come to find out, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I understand that you're saying, you know, I was getting shit for this and for that and for this and for that. Again, right then and there, you should have gave the money back, but we can't go back to then, right? We can only move forward. So again,
But what y'all also,
Uh-oh.
like I said, and I'm not going to, nobody is
hope you do
immediately
keep
going
on.
to get in my box. Okay? I'm not going to be in my box to be yelled at, to be screamed at.
Oh,
I brought Holly Mae up here because I know that Holly Mae can have a,
girl, you know I yell all the damn time. You didn't know if I was coming up here to yell or not. Damn it, I'm always loud.
right, like I said, I'm here to make it right. I'm going to make it right. I'm going to make it right for everyone else. I'm going to make it right for Andrew, the people that donated.
Why is this now coming out from you? From you? See, Anna, this is a genuine question.
I want everybody to understand.
Ashley called her ass out.
Everybody to understand. Because no one's going to get blamed for this. No one's going to say this person knew or that person knew. No one knew.
Yeah, I feel
I made it there at people's names so that way they say thank you. I made a decision. It's been heavy, and believe it or not, it's been heavy on me for a long time.
How long? Because not too long ago, before you got caught up calling CPS, you were cordial with Andrew. So how long?
How long has this been weighing heavy on you that you held on to it and not said shit?
Well, I've not known how to address it. I didn't know how to talk about it, Holly Mae.
Everybody was blasting you. Shit, I would have got up and just said, all right, listen, here's the truth.
Right.
I fucking scammed you, bitches.
It's not something easy to talk about. I didn't have to come on live today and talk about it, but I am here.
No, you didn't. Everybody knew for the past few months that you lied about the money shit.
But
Andrew did not receive what you got for him.
I'm doing it because I need to do the right thing, and I want to do the right thing. That's why.
So send the money already.
Because I should have just. I don't.
You said we can't go back, but
I should have.
Right, but you said we're not doing the shoulda, coulda, woulda, right?
I'm not doing the shoulda, coulda, woulda. I'm trying to make it right. I'm working to make it right.
So
and I'm going to make it right.
Okay, so then just give him what you owe him, or give the people back their money, all $750 of it, regardless what you sent him. Because to me, it's null and void now. The money you sent
That's a
him,
lot of money.
all these people were deceived. You get what I'm saying? I mean, you played in people's pocket, not even in their face. Imagine how you would feel if you donated to a charity in your local community and then you found out that your charity was a scam. You would go after every single person you could to get that money back. You would go the legal way. You would jump on board with whoever was doing a lawsuit or whatever, right? Because we're all fucking hurting for our meals. Some of us don't know what we're going to eat for dinner the next day or how we're going to feed our kids or our dogs. You know what I'm saying? So, again, I'm not trying to be a bitch, but I got no sympathy. When you're
I'm not asking for sympathy.
Right, and I'm not saying you are.
I'm not asking anybody for sympathy.
Right, and I'm not saying you are. So where did the money go? Where did the money go?
I donated it to someone that was struggling with their 4 kids.
Well, I think
Is
Yeah,
there
her boyfriend.
proof with that without outing the family?
Yes,
Can you show it?
I have it on my Cash App.
Okay, so show the green screen.
She was sending him money every week, so that's nothing new.
New here.
Yeah.
I gotta go and take a screenshot of it.
Okay, go take a screenshot. We do this all the time. We screenshot.
I'll send you.
I don't need it to be sent privately, Shannon. You know I don't do that with you, dirty
But
bitch.
I'm not posting. I had to reactivate this page.
I can't even be quiet. I gotta get down.
Who is Mike G?
All my pages are gone.
That's fine, but your Cash App I'm talking about. I get some of your pages are gone.
And like I
Thank
said,
you guys.
Mine was half. I get it.
with the money that I sent him, with the money that people that donated, because some people sent through Venmo, some people sent through Cash App. So all I'm gonna say is, I'm gonna make it right.
Did you send the money to Mike G for a family of 4? Is that who received the remainder of Andrew's money?
Yep. Come on, you can make it right. Come on.
Shannon, did we have a glitch or something? Did you hear me?
No, I'm reading the comments. Give me a second.
Oh shit.
You're asking the same question I am.
She don't want to talk about it. She's not going to tell it.
No, nothing funded a vacation. Nothing funded that.
Yeah, but you gave it to him.
And they said that the remainder went to Mike G.
And yes, I helped his kids for Christmas.
Yeah. Out of Andrew's fucking money.
Oh,
So is he
my
gonna cash out you the money to Andrew, or what's going on?
I will say that he didn't know.
Yes, he does.
He didn't know until
I had told Pam and Stacky. I would not start a relationship off with lies, girl. Or it wasn't that.
Ew.
I just know that I'm going to make it right. And that's all that I can do.
And your life
You
jacket.
keep saying that. You keep saying that. But Holly Mae, after this life, and
ride.
I'm just going to be completely honest, after this life,
To Mike G.
I'm not going to be.
Can I just say, admitting this is not making the situation look any better?
You saying that? No. As far as me going live, as far as me going into boxes, Holly Mae, I haven't been live in almost 3 weeks. I haven't been on this. Well, I mean, I've actually been talking. You did. I wouldn't have been on the app either. I've been actually talking to people on another Facebook Messenger and stuff. So
On the scene.
like I said, on live, I haven't been going into boxes. I've been staying away from TikTok. All I know is that
On the back end.
me, no one else, because of me,
Jesus. Take the wheel.
because of my actions, because of who I am.
Help me. Take me to jail now, because I'm gonna punch something.
I've lost really good people in my life. And you also put trauma on a child. It's nobody else's fault but my own. I understand that. And I realize that.
I got a question.
What's up?
And that's something that I have to live with.
If I start crying, are you going to feel bad for me?
You have to just deal with.
Love, I feel bad for you.
Okay, Mama.
No, I will not.
I am sorry to everyone. I wish I could go back.
Do I need a drop?
Never been on
Stay
TikTok
up here
in the
with
first
me,
place.
'cause I'm the only one running my mouth.
I'm telling you what, these crocodile tears, geez, Minnie Christopher, she put me to sleep.
I am trying to make it right.
Shannon, you are putting me to sleep.
And that's all
Right, she should have just admitted that
can
she
do.
gave it to Mike G.
Know that
Answer the
I'm going to
question, yes or no.
get my life
Could have
together.
like been
Myself
past
together.
There's not deflecting that
Headspace is a place in my life.
money go to Mike G.
43 years old.
Yes or no?
I've literally have not only lost.
And if you can't say it in English, here, see or no.
I literally had to walk away from a lot of my own life, my own personal life, and I'm not going to get into that.
Shannon, you lost people for what you did.
Isn't Shannon the one that had
What anybody's saying in these comments right now,
with her?
you think whatever you want about me.
Yes.
I think what they've seen in you.
Shannon, I'm going to call a spade a
Putting
spade.
a child through a traumatic
People out of
situation.
money because your Jeep was a piece of shit and it needed fixed. End of story, let's move on.
Under the
Yes
Okay, have a good day.
or no? I'm going to be a defense lawyer. No, prosecutor.
I'm just going to say this.
Ma'am?
Yep.
Ma'am.
Hold on.
Mrs. Shannon, it's a yes or no.
Wait,
Mistakes.
she's talking about Megan.
Make huge mistakes.
God.
Things that I wish I could change and things I wish that would have never happened, but they have.
That's a damn broken record.
Send Andrew the money right now while
My
we're
thing
on
is,
live.
she didn't
Because
say when
once you
she
get
come
off
live,
this
she's gonna
live,
get heat.
either you're going to do two things. One, go back to your private lives, or two, you're going to crash out later on drunk as hell. It is what it is.
Oh my God.
For you to say that, no, you don't.
Hell yeah.
Well, I get how it is. If I wanted to crash
I'm
out,
taking a side bet on, let's
No.
see if she'll crash out later or be drunk as hell.
well, listen, like, people say, hey, I wanted to step away, but I am doing it.
And I have been doing it for over 3 weeks.
Oh.
And that's good for you.
Just send the money and shut up.
Today to talk about the Andrew Fund. Because
Holly Mae would just say
It's not coincidental, Holly Mae.
no.
we're just talking about it on Ashley's live. That's
Like I said yesterday, which Holly Mae, respectfully, you're in my box, and you're not gonna.
Ooh.
Girl, you know how I am. I do it to everybody.
Well, I don't care. I didn't come on here to have you coming over here and
like 250.
I'm also not
I said I was going to make it right. I'm not going to address everything I've ever done on this app, Holly Mae. I'm not
asking you to.
Well, you are.
No,
There's over 332 people in here, and I'm sure once it's all said and done, you guys are going to hold another live. It doesn't matter.
All day.
Mistakes. I'm woman enough to come on here and
Today
own
is going to be Shannon's day for
whether I
lives.
should have owned it in January, whether I should have owned it in that fucking moment. I'm fucking owning it.
Right.
Yeah.
Rushing
I'm
off.
going to get more wine.
Dragged him. You lied on him. You made him. You spoke about him as if he was less than a fucking human.
It wasn't listening to him.
That's how you spoke about him. Whether it was on your page or a troll page.
But the truth is,
When the truth comes out.
there's a lot of things that happened before any of y'all came into the picture.
Oh, but we heard.
There was a lot of conversations that were held before any of y'all came into the picture. And I think it's great that he has a group of people. I think it's great that he has a support system.
Oh, he does. From all sides.
I heard that he's no longer on hospice. I know that.
Yeah, you sure know a lot of shit for being off the app.
Life.
See, somebody's going. Yeah, see, I knew that the whole time. Somebody's going on the back end was telling everything that's going on.
I just know that I want to make it right, and I'm going to make it right.
So I don't see that
Make
being
it
off
right
the app.
right now while we're on live, so it don't got to be dragged out more and more. You saying you're going to get off the app, and then us going live and asking Andrew, hey, did you get paid yet? Then that sparks up you going live and say, see, they're talking about me again, and that's not really the case.
It's not about that.
Yeah, Andrew's in the chat. I don't know if he's in the request room.
No.
Will somebody go up there and tell her to send the damn money and shut up?
You need to answer yes or no.
I have relocated.
Florida man's in there.
Here yesterday.
Florida man's in there?
Yeah.
Privy to what you guys think that I
He's talking about the roaches.
and I have all of this and that.
I'm going to tell you something. My mom told me a long time ago, never give it away for free, girl.
Message him and tell him to tell her to send the money or shut up.
We'll tell you.
And I want a yes or no answer, not in between.
My entire life.
She's getting on my nerves. She's gonna make my anxiety go up.
I've always had to figure it out on my own and do it on my own since I was 18. And I'm doing
God, here we already broke up.
I didn't have to come on
Vacation with her, and he's like, hell no!
And I could have just gone off the grid and never been seen or heard from
You can't tell me Queenie's been telling her what to say
I was
too.
driving yesterday, and I had a lot of things to
They're
think about.
BFF probably by now.
This was one of them. Because of me, I lost a lot of good people in my life.
Yep.
Do you miss them people? Because you keep bringing them up.
Amber?
I don't know what it is that I do to fix it and to make it right.
Is she trying to say
I
Stephanie's
know
a good
that the
person?
damage is already done.
To the salad, listen, if I were you, I wouldn't be talking nothing about no drama or trauma dumping or nothing like that when you be in boxes with just as much wild shit that Shannon does. Okay, let's not do that.
Oh, Jesus.
Again, when it comes to Andrew, he fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not going on the back end trying to mess with you, trying to create havoc in your life. None of that. So just pay him so that way you guys can move. It can be done. Andrew never has to come out of your mouth again.
And I'm not here to bash Andrew. I'm here to say I'm sorry.
Show me the money.
Okie
He never
dokie.
even jumped up and defended himself other than saying, I've never done anything this year.
Can I show you a penny? I got a penny. That's
We'll
all.
see what it is.
Show me the money.
Did you give the money to Mike G? Yes or
Yes,
no?
I'm not here to fight
Avoid
argue.
answering the questions like I avoid. I don't even know. But I'll get back to you on that one.
Sorry. I am sorry.
She's on. I think it's
Allow
Relations
myself to become.
I wish somebody would just
I have become the worst
in the
version of
chat
myself.
100 times.
And I
Show Andrew the money.
myself.
Okay, Nikki. I didn't hear her
All this went
answer
down.
yes or no.
Yeah.
She said that she helped
I loved
him,
Andrew, and I cared about him.
but she didn't say it was that money.
Care about
That's all I want to know. Was it her own money or that money?
him.
Wait a minute. Okay, Mike G is their
Man, nobody's
right?
I don't know who he
watching
is.
the comments just as hard as you are. Nobody's attacking you. Everybody feels some type of way because you used him as a mask. That's how it's coming out. And it seems very much so. The only reason why you're live right now speaking on it is because people started to show proof or whatever. It's on Drama Talk. If you look on Drama Talk, Smash This Live was talking about it.
I'm not on it.
Well,
I'm on it because
She said she wasn't on it.
I've lost some really good
She's on
people in my life.
Oh my God! Here we go.
So,
And none of it's been worth it. None of it.
Reach down and hold my hand.
She said this for the 6th time now. Shannon, you did it to yourself.
wouldn't be worth putting trauma on a child, but I mean, I'm always bringing that up because I think that's fucked up. I really do. I don't care. I think that's something we're gonna speak on.
And what she did to Megan? No. Hell no.
All of y'all who fucking use CPS and stuff because you don't like the parent is wild to me. It is wild to me.
And once again,
better pray to the Lord Jesus above you that that baby is not traumatized for the rest of her life over it.
Yeah.
so
yeah.
I just know that I'm going to.
Is Andrew trying to get up? Because everybody's saying let him up. Is he?
I don't know. I have a full list, Holly.
Well, let people up. I mean, you want to hear from people?
No, I don't want to just hear from people.
Well, Andrew should be above even me, to be honest.
Well, he wasn't.
Andrew should have been up way long before Holly Mae.
I'm going to respectfully drop you.
No, that's fine.
I will have a conversation with Andrew.
On the back end.
And I will say that if you can't be respectful in the comments, I'll just turn the comments off.
Okay, do that then.
So I
mean, my thing is,
would appreciate if you would allow me and Andrew to have a conversation.
What does she expect?
Y'all better be on y'all best behavior. She gonna turn the comments
All
off.
the comments, I will turn the comments off.
why? Because they're speaking the truth.
Oh yeah, God forbid you tell the truth with Shannon, okay?
You did it.
Own up to your shit. Let's move on. End of story. I need a nap because of you, Shannon.
I'm drinking my coffee.
I'm sorry, have no remorse. I'm sorry.
She doesn't. I'm sorry. There's.
All I can say about Shannon is I'm gonna pray.
I understand. I have a quick question, Andrew.
Oh shit.
But I have 50, 60 people in my DMs asking me to come up, so out of respect for them, out of respect for them only, I'm here.
Right. CJ has asked to come up in here to sit with you. Are you okay with me allowing her?
Yeah, she's good.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Did you hear Andrew though? He's like, the only reason I'm up here is to respect
Right.
people in the chat.
So,
Everybody get ready. The church congregation will go live today. Watch.
And instead of talking to me, you decided to go live and dog walk my ass all over the place, over and over, without even having a simple conversation. From the very beginning, because somebody sent you a screenshot of me and Petty's live. They didn't send you a video of me going in and out of that live. They sent you a video, a clip of me making a comment to Smash.
correct.
And you thought that I was in there while they were green screening you and everything else, and I didn't stick up for you. When you can ask Petty, you can ask CJ here. Every time I was in that live, before that, and they would talk about you, I would ask them to not. I stuck up for you more than you'd ever known about.
He's pissed.
And for you to not even have a conversation with me and to dog walk my ass all over this app.
So,
over and over. And I never, not once, did I clap back. I was asked a few questions and I answered the truth to those questions. I have never lied about any of them.
okay. Andrew?
Well, this is.
I am sorry.
Yeah, I was warned about you so many times.
You need to understand. You need to understand when everything went down the way that it went down. You know that there was a group of us, right?
Yeah, and you turned them all against me.
You could tell the hurt in his
voice.
But I will say that I had questions. They had questions.
Oh, fuck off.
It all got handled.
Instead of asking questions, you decided to dog walk.
It all went wrong, Andrew. All of it.
Is it too early to take a gummy?
You know you did it wrong because you knew I had a cash check the whole time.
I did.
Stop, yes you do. Because it was me, Stacky, and Crystal in that live, and you directly told me to take my cash app down because it was a bad look being with you. You can ask Stacky. She even knows about it. That was your best friend, right? Was she your best friend?
She knows about it, Andrew. She knows about the cash app when Pam tried to buy the blanket from you.
No, she knew about it because you told me to take my cash app out of my bio. She knew about it then, but you decided to come on here and spread a big old lie. Let's even lie even more. Let's say that he doesn't have a second account.
Y'all, I'm gonna step away for a minute, okay?
Wait a minute. The messages on my phone show that you didn't know about my second account.
We will not behave.
All you do is spread lies after lies after lies. But thankfully, everybody knows you. Knows how you were. They knew that I wasn't lying. I've never lied a day in my life. I'm 43 years old, and I have no reason to lie. I don't get nothing out of life by lying.
But I want to make something clear, Andrew. I never called anybody pretending to be your parents. I never called anybody from your facility asking if you were on hospice.
Just admit to everything.
The only thing that Pam and I did was try to see if we could get a hold of somebody to see how easy it would to get a hold of somebody.
And we did that not once, but you did that not once, but you did that twice. And I didn't know about that. You didn't even tell me you did that until after I found out.
But it wasn't.
How can I believe you? How can?
But Andrew, it wasn't that phone call. That phone call was not to check on you or to find out anything about you.
That call was to see if I was a liar or not.
It wasn't even called. Nobody spoke to anybody, Andrew.
I'm aware of that.
We weren't able to get a hold of anybody.
I'm aware of that.
Why call at all?
So you have to understand.
And I told you.
Because like I said, when you initially messaged everybody, and I was going.
What time was that? What time was that? That was in the middle of the day, right?
I believe.
Yeah, it was in the middle of the day. It was around noon.
No.
It was around noon my time.
Because you were in Penny's box.
It was around noon my time.
Because I had to go to work.
Oh.
I do believe that you were in Petty's box that day. I can't remember what you were talking about. And then you had dropped out of the box.
Yep.
And then you had sent a message and said that somebody called the facility pretending to be your parents.
Yep, that was around noon my time. California time.
I was headed to work. Then I got the message that somebody called pretending to be your parents.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself,
for a minute.
Pretending to be my mother.
I said, how, who, whatever.
I had to take a deep breath.
And I haven't had a relationship with my mother in over 20 years. As far as I'm concerned, I don't have parents. And I've always said that.
So, like I said, when all that happened, you dropped out of the box. Then it was like 10 or so minutes later, whatever, you let everyone know.
16 minutes. It was actually 18 minutes to be honest on the top.
So,
and you can even ask about that. You said that how could they call because there's so many facilities here. When Mike G, Crystal, I was on a messenger call with Crystal, Mike G, and Jason. They all advised me that I should take my location off of my post. Because all my posts before that had all of my location on all over it, where I was located at, my facility. So after I took their advisement, I went into all of my posts and removed all of my location from all of my posts. That's why they all started saying Los Angeles. They all said Disneyland, or they said Hollywood Hills. But because you didn't see it on there no longer and didn't know that I have a conversation with other people. I actually think Pam was on that phone call as well. I'm not mistaken.
I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, exactly. You don't know.
So,
but
you're coming clean, do it 100%. Everything.
All I'm going to say, Andrew, is that after some of us had talked about it,
say it all.
We were like, how? Now, seeing how everything has happened and people locating people and finding people.
Yeah.
You.
What if something would have happened? What if something would have happened?
Every, you know, as far as anybody calling anybody to ask questions about their health or whether they're on hospice or whatever the case may be. Whenever
Maliciously to Megan, bitch.
I don't know who did it. I don't know why they did it.
Because you did it maliciously.
I just know
Retaliation.
that through it all, Andrew,
Deny.
all of it.
But she don't hear the hurt in his voice.
I should have done. Could have handled it better.
He's handling it good though. He's letting her have it. I'm happy for him.
And I am sorry. And I am sorry.
Did I ever give you permission to call my facility?
I do believe when.
Did I give you permission to call my facility?
When you were sick.
Yeah.
In December, and I had said, you know, if anything happens to you, you know, can I give you, you know, my information so somebody could let me know whatever.
Oh fuck! Oh my god, I can't.
Did I give you permission to call my facility?
It's one lie after.
As far as calling your facility, no. It was more as if anything happened.
That's all.
She called the facility?
I appreciate it because you guys are really, I love you guys so much, but you guys do not need to at all.
What in the world? She's froze. Hold on. That is crazy.
Oh, or the grandparents. Make sure you start that training 101 of TikTok since he has Facebook down. He needs to learn TikTok now.
She lied, Mama. Well, not Dora. Shannon is live.
In a box with wild granny.
You're already off the app.
Correct. And I had a conversation, like I said, with Pam and Stephanie
really
about 3
recording her?
weeks ago. Nobody, Andrew, nobody knew anything.
Yeah, because you can't call the facility and get information. You freaking moron.
Do something for me. Will you tell the chat and everybody that's listening, the 400 people that are listening, that you never gave me not one person, you never told me or gave me one person who donated?
Yeah, so we could thank them, maybe.
Tell me anybody who donated.
I thought I told you that on a video call.
No, we never had a video call. I have all the messages and all the call logs. There was never a video message.
And I will tell you that as far as everyone donating on my half, the one person I said that didn't donate was Crystal.
Right?
Yeah, I have that message. That's the message I have. Since she's the one who did not donate, but everybody else did. So tell me this. If I made a post and you wanted me to make sure that everybody knew that, but they would be off your ass, correct?
Well, that's why when
you asked me to make a post so everybody would be off your ass.
And that's
why I tagged most of the people and some of the ones that were on your side, not all of them, because like I said, I did not know who donated. So that's why I tagged a lot of petty people. That way they would get off your ass like you asked me to.
But what I was saying is,
hang on. But yet, you dog walked me and told me that, and said that I thanked all of them, but I couldn't thank the ones that actually donated. No, you said that in your life.
well, as far as the video goes, when I told you about the donations, just for you to say thank you for everyone that donated. And then when you had tagged, right. But then when you had tagged, and I don't know, the people that donated were offended that they didn't get tagged.
Right.
How was I supposed to know?
But like I said, there were some people that donated that wanted to remain anonymous.
Oh, fuck.
The fact that I was getting shit for raising money for
You're walking around the questions.
Yeah.
So, as far
Andrew.
Andrew, yep,
You're right.
it made it more to Andrew. Like I said, there are some people that did donate that wanted to remain anonymous.
Just trust me, if I would have known, I would have tagged them, and I would have gave them a personal message to them and thanked them personally. And I think everybody here knows that of me. And like I am that type of person.
When Andrew,
but you dog walked me and made it look like I was a trashy person just out to get a fucking dime. When actually, in fact, whenever you said you were going to do this, I told you, I do not need it. It's nice of you, but you do not need to do this. I told you that over and over. And you said, no, this is something I want to do. But you made it, after all this, you made it seem like I was just out for a cash grab. That's how you made me look.
and I'm
realize
sorry,
that? But do you realize how you made me look?
I realize.
Do you even care how you made me look?
Andrew, it's not that I didn't care.
People go to jail for that shit,
With everything that was happening,
Bullshit.
and all the lies that were being said,
Another excuse.
that I had called, and I called the facility asking if you were even on hospice. I never spoke to anybody.
Who cares about the
I didn't
lies?
call anybody to ask if you were on hospice.
You will give him the money he deserves.
Number then.
So maybe while you were out here having, you were being looked at in a negative light.
You did.
But as far
I'm not
as
sure, Mama Bear. I can't.
being accused
I'm outside. I didn't
me
know
calling and, then I got accused of me being the one calling, pretending to be your parents. I got accused of the hospice, calling to ask if you were on hospice.
How do you think it looked? How do you think it looked when somebody said they didn't call, but yet then they backtracked and said they called once. Then they backtracked again and said they called the second time.
Amnesia.
So, as far as
how do you think that looks?
well, why do you think people started questioning that? But you have to understand, Andrew, when you dropped out of the box, you got off, you sent that message. Like I said, within that, and we're talking about, and I'm not.
He knows it's fake.
Everybody knows where I live now.
Well, you live in a large
city of Los Angeles.
Well, I'm not going to say that.
I'll say I live in the greatest city on earth, Los Angeles, California.
But
it's the biggest city around.
Right. And so for somebody to locate you, find you within 18 minutes of you dropping out of the box.
Because of that.
She thought she was being scammed or being lied to. I don't know what her thing was that she said. I don't know. She dances around every question.
Yeah.
With a story.
I just
sleep with what she's doing.
Yes or no.
Facility and everything else.
Yes or no question.
Not have to find it when you see the facility and the city.
I'm getting a lot of messages on the back end and all that. I hear that Andrew and her need to have this conversation. So we've got to let it happen.
And you, CJ, I appreciate it. Andrew, I want you to know that
Smash is asleep right now, but now has a bunch of he can come up.
Thanks for being here.
Oh, she in here now?
Doesn't matter if it was
You ain't gonna let them up.
$10. You still took money that wasn't fucking yours.
with it. I will send you my email. Because once I get off at this live, I'm deactivating this account. All my other accounts have been deleted.
Oh, she's a track star.
Or an email that I had deleted.
She'll be back.
I will message you here.
Yeah, because she's got people what's going on the back end. So of course she's gonna lead it.
I will make it right with you for the other people that did donate, Andrew.
I mean,
you can.
To be honest, you
on TikTok and going back to Facebook Messenger and telling her what's going on.
Well, and like, right.
So when you
can't tell me she don't know what's going on.
You cannot email me on the back end.
Well, I need to know. I need to know.
I have respectfully. I have a ton of people asking to unblock you on my Cash App, and against a better judgment I had, out of respect for them, because that's what they wanted.
So I'm just gonna say that I need you to resend your Cash App. If you've got the same Cash App or if you changed your Cash App.
Dodger 007 Andrew.
Okay. And like I said, I will once this live ends.
You said I will not be doing messages on the back.
No, I don't know how you want. Like I said, I want to be able to make it right. And move forward.
Fuck me.
For the last 6 months, I promised myself I would never have a conversation with you after you did the way you did me.
And fair enough.
The 30th way.
Right.
And you're gonna do that this week, Shannon, right?
Yes. I have some money coming on Tuesday. Yes.
So by Thursday, everything should be cool, right?
Yes.
One question: why did you come on live to do it? Why didn't you reach out? You know, any of us could have got a hold of Andrew.
He was the attention.
Well, like I said, there was two things that I wanted to address today. I didn't know if Andrew was going to come in the box, to be honest with you.
I respect for a whole lot of people.
So that's
out of respect, I came in here for them.
That's the reason why, CJ. So
because respect, I would have never came in here if you asked me.
But like I said, you know, Andrew's got, you know, people that said, you know, he should come up here. If you wanted to come up here, that's fine.
I'd like Megan to get a piece of
that there has not been consequences for my actions. There has been.
Yeah.
And if you guys don't think that I haven't, if you guys don't think that I haven't had any repercussions in my own personal life because of it, and that's okay.
Now it turns on her.
You should. Probably everything that's happening.
For her.
But moving forward for myself,
Poor pitiful me.
doing what's best for myself. I'm respectfully just going to walk away. And
Do you realize you try to get people not to buy my blankets?
never told nobody to not buy your blankets.
Don't excuse, no, not that bad on that.
Right. Stomach does hurt.
So
Yes, you did.
we can
said that the 3 beanies I made you were gonna fucking throw in the trash and burn.
Hurt.
So
yes, you did.
We can
said that the 3 beanies I made you were gonna fucking throw in the trash and burn.
I actually donated some stuff and some clothes and stuff, and I donated a lot of shit. I didn't burn anything that you sent me. I didn't throw in the trash.
I appreciate y'all. Please don't give me. Just send it to Andrew, please. No,
I do not. You guys are so kind.
Oh my God. I understand that you didn't want to talk to me. I understand, Andrew, you didn't want to talk to me. I just know that I will make it right with you. And then you can show everybody. If they need receipts, they want to ask.
Thank you for watching.
So that you have.
Oh yeah, I will show receipts because they are asking. It was their money, so yes, I will be showing receipts.
Like I said, Tuesday I'll send you half on Tuesday. Thursday I'll send you the remaining amount of that.
Okay. I appreciate it.
2-hour bonus time unlocked. Start now.
I'm glad that you're off hospice.
All of it.
Or at 19.
Just all of it. Yeah. I mean, just because Smash got the total amount of $770, is there anyone else out there that is sent and you know that money wasn't given? I mean, are we at a total here?
That's what I have.
It says 2 times the points. So let's see what it does.
So that's what I have.
I don't know. I was never shown anything, and I didn't know anything.
Like I said, as far as Andrew goes, show. I never sent him screenshots of my Cash App or my Venmo. So I have that. And like I said, I will go and re-add up what I have. But I do believe that is the correct amount.
Amber, did it double?
I don't know. Hold on.
It says double the points.
So,
you don't.
I signed up for it, so it should.
For all bases. I'm doing it because I need to do it, and
it's not necessary.
Yeah.
It is necessary.
It double?
Yeah.
You don't need to try. It's fine. Like I said, I've been good with it for a long time because I know the person I am, and I know the person that you tried to make me look. I'm not that person. And thankfully, everybody can see the person who I am. The people that care about me know that I don't have a bad mind.
Dry comments.
People that care about me.
What?
Dry rise comments.
Thanks for the gift.
You guys,
Yeah, you guys, it said down in the comments from TikTok, from
so
now to 1900 is double the point.
Regina was still come up.
Oh, here comes Martina.
Regina.
100 coin, and it would double it.
Respectfully, no. I'm gonna decline.
I don't know. That's what it said. I said it.
No, Rai was trying to
I got to talk to Andrew.
remember.
I'm glad that he was able to get things, and say the things that he wants. I've owed nobody else a conversation. I know that me and him probably should have had this conversation a long time ago.
Oh, you don't? What about Megan?
So why did you? I want to get this out there. Why did you blame Monster from the beginning?
I wouldn't say I was more confused, to be honest with you.
You were blaming Monster for the one calling the facility the very beginning.
What did you say? Sorry.
From the beginning, you were blaming Monster for calling the facility when she was in fact looking out.
Well, as far as the communication goes, because I believe you said that Monster had reached out to you. I don't know if this was before.
What had happened was that I seen a comment and I went into Petty. That's why I was in Petty Live, was to get information. Because that's the only place I knew she was at. That's what was said.
So, as far as me,
but before that,
as far as with Monster,
I believe she is owed the greatest apology as well.
Well, I don't know who called, Andrew.
Exactly, but you don't. Exactly, you don't.
I don't know. I don't know who called, and I will say whoever called. Whoever called that.
You called.
In their right mind made them want to call that day.
Fuck off.
Pastor Petty, do you know you're in the box?
It never should have happened. None of it. I was just as upset, like I said, when they called me and said somebody called your facility. I said I was like, what? How? What the fuck?
Bullshit.
I was
guilty. I'm juror number 10.
Wow, people are really willing to try to locate you. And how they did it and how fast they did it, I don't know.
Yes, well, but my question was, why did Monster get blamed for it?
I never blamed Monster. I never said that Monster called the facility.
Okay.
I never said that anybody.
I'm not going to get into that.
Well, Andrew, and I will say, Andrew, what it all boils down to, I don't know if we'll ever know who called. Be ballsy enough to admit that they made that call that fucking.
But there's so many things.
But Shannon, admit to calling.
There's so many things that
DJ.
You don't remember. You don't remember me tell me to take my cash out of my bio. You don't remember a lot of things that you said for some reason.
CJ, I will tell you. I think it was either four. I can't remember. I know that Pam may still have it on her phone.
She called the 22nd and the 26th.
Right.
Thanks, guys.
We were just like, how?
You're supposed to get double the points.
We're just like, how? How was somebody able to get a hold of somebody that fast? How was somebody able to locate him? So
I know all 3 days and all 3 days.
Right, and I knew, and like I said, I knew that Andrew, I then knew after somebody had called his facility where he was at. And so I had asked Pam, I said, I want to try to call to see how fast, somebody could call and answer. And so when me and Pam initially called, we didn't get anybody.
And it went from this extension, this extension, this extension.
Because you called before business hours.
And so
you called at 6 a.m. and there's nobody at the front desk.
And then, and I guess, like I said, I don't remember what was happening, what was all transpiring. And then you had talked to Stacky, I believe. And then,
we had a conversation with you.
Right. Because when you initially told us, you said a nurse had come and told you.
No, I never said a nurse. I said the front desk. Never once did I say the nurse. Never one time. Because it doesn't reach the nurse. So why would the nurse come to me?
Yeah, the nurse didn't.
Never came to me.
You ought to see the face.
But when you had a conversation with Stacky, there was something.
I was never.
I don't, Andrew, I don't know exactly from the T. I wasn't on the call. All I know is that there was something that was changed, whatever. It's either near, irregardless of everything. Nobody should have ever called, whoever called that day. Nobody.
I mean, you were able to get the number, so why do you think that nobody else would be able to get the number if you were able to get the number? Hello.
Because I knew then exactly what your exact location was when I knew.
Oh God, I can't.
And I didn't know. I didn't know what facility you were at. Nobody knew.
Bullshit. There's another fucking lie.
All that I know is that day, whoever did call that facility.
That's all she knows how to do is lie. And then lie again to cover up the other fucking lie.
Yep.
Not covering up too good.
I doubt it.
I'm getting pissed.
None of it should have happened, Andrew. None of it.
I'm pissed that she's back. I'm pissed because of this. And then
nobody should have called your facility. I was wrong. All of it.
She called CPS, so she wouldn't call the facility.
So we're not getting it. We're not. The only thing I was asking for an apology to Monster because she was not the one that called, and you were going around yelling saying she was the one that called. All I was doing is that for apology to Monster for that. But since we're not going to get there respectfully, I have 17 messages right now asking me to go ahead and drop it out. So that's what I'm going to do.
That's fine.
Have a good day.
No.
That's
Okay,
so Dodger 007 Andrew.
Okay.
Okay.
As in the Dodgers.
I wonder if she's going to address the Megan thing.
Hell no, she's not.
If she calls CPS.
Kind of gaslighting him there a little bit. Didn't like that. That's a conversation that you and him had to have. But you said by Thursday he'll be paid in full, right?
That is correct.
Cool.
So, anyway. All right. Like I said,
When I woke up this morning, this was the last
I'm going to make it right.
thing I was going to wake up to. Well, I was in Mama J's live at like 4 or 5, I don't remember. Oh, there's Megan. Hi, my girl. Megan!
Hey,
And,
Taylor. Hey, Megan.
Hi, Taylor.
From this point forward,
Taylor.
This point forward, I'm so sick of her fucking repeat.
I just want y'all to forget that I exist.
Yeah, we will.
Well, that'd be easy.
I'm going to be deactivating,
My
deleting.
go skyrocketing with her.
All my other ones are gone. They're all deleted. no backups, have no sneakies.
You were in Smash's.
I'm going to delete this app off my phone.
Smash's live, I think 2 nights ago on a sneaky. Smash called her out. I think it was 2 nights or 3 nights ago. No. Oh, lie again, Shannon.
Right.
Good Lord. Let's all pray.
Sorry for everyone that I've hurt.
Oh, fuck. I can't.
That I've disappointed.
Oh, here we go with the crocodile tears.
Yep.
I lost so many people.
Oh, that's number 8.
I have no fault of my own.
Mama Sassy? Is it too early for a gummy? God, today's going to be one of those days. I can feel it.
And that's just something I'm just going to have to live with and deal with.
Yep. Oh, did she turn her comments off already? I don't know if she did or not. She mentioned it.
So with that
by like 20 times.
Yeah, Megan, get your ass up here in a moment.
don't be like me.
Oh, hell no. God.
And
These pauses are killing me.
Oh, just exit the building.
Is this bullshit still going on?
Yeah. I just want to know.
Right
yes
Oh my God.
no.
Girl, exit the door. Let's go. Nobody gives a fuck. Let's go.
They should have.
they waited.
Yes.
You've been thinking about this shit?
No.
Let's go.
Yes or no questions, not all this other bullshit in between. Yes or no.
She's reading the comments.
Yes. The what, Mama?
She's off to the side crying now.
Give me a break.
Yes or no. That's what would happen if you were in real court. The lawyer, they would ask you yes and no questions. And if you sidetracked from that, then the judge, you know, it's either yes or
I'll take care.
it's not maybe, or this and that, and the whole fucking story behind it's yes or no question.
You would make the attorney go nuts.
I've seen them do it, like
I have too.
yeah, and it's yes or no, and they
Sorry.
get pissed. The attorney will,
In my heart. Oh wait, sorry.
and then the attorney gets pissed, and he'll be like yes or no.
Fuckery's over with.
Yes.
It's over?
Yep.
Praise Jesus, hallelujah. Now I need therapy. Too many Christopher.
So how did she end it then? Just done?
She ended her boo.
She was crying and she looked at the cat and then beginning.
Unless you want to make a bet, she'll be back on later.
Oh, I guarantee it.
There was something I forgot to say.
Yes.
Okay, so now that that liar's off, so I got a message down here, and it said 2 times the amount of gifts from now until 1900. So I hit accept. So it should, when I gift, give you. So Amber, I gave you the plane or whatever. So you should have got 200. So it should, when I gift, give you. So Amber, I gave you the plane or whatever. So